Hello, everybody. What's up? Happy New Year. This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar. Our platform is already moving into 2022. So today I want to talk about this topic, which actually ties into my first message of the new year. If you have not seen that message, please do go back and watch it, which is you cannot help people more than they want to help themselves. Today I want to talk about if freedom is your goal, nothing will stop you. First, big shout outs to the customers at AfricanSuperstar.com. We appreciate all of you that are shopping with us. Please do stay tuned after this brief. That one was for the customers at AfricanSuperstar.com. That is, of course, a little snippet of the new collection, African Superstar X Ghana. So continue to show your love and support over at AfricanSuperstar.com. Big shout outs also to our members only. Anyone who is represented by the circle next to their name, they support our platform on a monthly basis. So big shout outs to members only. And big shout outs to those of you that are supporting the music project. Yeah. So we're actually booked for the second week of January. That's the tentative date for my new music video to get shot, which is Ghana is Good for Me. So you guys can still continue to contribute to the music project at large. I actually have 4 other songs to record. And, you know, we will do that gradually as I'm independent proudly. Today, I want to talk about the topic, which is if freedom was the goal, nothing will stop you. This is how you know if people are serious or not about their aspirations on the continent. You know, you will encounter a lot of people in the West that complain about the dynamics. Yes, you will. Especially America. So many Black people will complain about it. They'll complain about police brutality. They will talk about discrimination, profiling. They'll talk about the violence. They'll talk about history. Okay? They'll talk about, you know, the double standards as a part of life there. So many grievances. But when it comes to like actually formulating an opportunity for freedom, you will see that the conversation gets a lot more quiet. Okay, very few people are willing to actually pursue real freedom. And that's how you can know. And guess what? If you are like a freedom fighter, okay, you're out there trying to, you know, communicate with your peers and, you know, enlighten the masses. That's how you can know right now if someone's serious about their aspirations of freedom or not. Because someone who really wants freedom, nothing will stop them. Okay, absolutely nothing will stop them. The setbacks will come and they will rise up against the setbacks. They'll have experienced some failure. They will come back again. They will, you know, have disappointments. Big shout out to Blockavelli's the first in the chat. I see you there. Guys, if you're here in the room, make your presence be known. Okay, this is my first live video of 2022 because I'm already in the new year. We already moving forward. And, you know, I think about my own personal journey to the continent. You know, I've had so many setbacks. Somebody asked me today, I had a meeting earlier and someone asked me, said, you know, why did you move from America to the UK? You know, and I had the conversation of, you know, when I just needed to get the hell out of the States at the time. You know, I didn't have the answers. I didn't have the setup. I didn't have the capital. I didn't even know how I was going to get it together on the continent. All I had and all I knew was like, I need to get out the States, and my opportunity is here. You know, when I got my passport, my opportunity to get out of America was there, and I took it, and I have never looked back. And there have been many situations that have confronted, you know, whether or not I was going to continue to pursue freedom. You know, and pursuing freedom, especially in our Western environments, it really will require you to be innovative, because obviously the systems that we live in America, in Europe, in the UK, Canada, Australia, you know, these things are not designed for us to have freedom. They're designed to encompass us in a very repetitive lifestyle. Big Shawnus, what's up, Isaac Wren? Happy New Year to you guys. Yes, that's right. African Superstar Platform. We already in 2022. So I'm already wishing y'all Happy New Year. Okay. What's up? Big shots to Andrew. I see you there. If you're here, guys, don't be shy. Drop me something in the chat room. Tonight, I'm talking about if freedom was the goal, you will not let anything stop you. That means when you come to the continent, you know, I talked about it last week. Some members of the diaspora just complain and complain and complain about the continent. They don't really want freedom. I can tell you straight. I can spend 2 minutes with a person and know if they're about that freedom life. Ascari, I see you there. I can spend 2 minutes. Because guess what? If freedom means you're going to deal with power outages sometimes. If it means you're going to deal with police checkpoints, big shout outs to those of you on the continent. There's police checkpoints all over the place. Sometimes when you go to the police checkpoints, the police, they want a little token. Okay? They want a little bit of money, you know, whatever. Certainly if you're doing something wrong or whatever, they definitely want money. You're going to pay that. If it means going through cultural differences, you're going to deal with that. If it means immigration problems, you know, because at the end of the day, what's up, Nikki? At the end of the day, those of us on the continent have more freedom of movement than you guys do out there in the West. At the end of the day, as it is, as it has been, you know, following this whole COVID thing, we here on the continent have still been doing our thug thizzle. Yes, that's just the truth. You know, freedom has associated costs, but that's what I'm telling you. You know, if you're dealing with someone who really wants freedom, they don't give a damn what the cost is. They don't care. So them diasporians, it's like, oh my God, I can't take the power outages. You know, the truth is they're not really about freedom. And they're going to use whatever kind of grounds they can to justify going back to the bondage, see? Yeah. Yeah. Because they're going to say, well, I went to Africa and, you know, I had a problem with my landlord. I went to Africa and I couldn't deal with this and I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with the power outages. I couldn't deal with the rough roads. The cultural differences was just too much. I'm going to rephrase this a little differently for the ladies. Big shout outs to any ladies that I have with me in my chat room. Please drop me something if you want to be greeted. Woo, excuse me. For the ladies. Okay, this is not for the single independent ladies. Okay, this is for the other ladies that have boyfriends, husbands, both or other. Okay? When you want a man, for instance, the truth is you're going to put up with some stuff. This is what the single independent ladies don't know or won't accept. Okay? It's a part of interacting with humans. Okay, I don't care if the relationship is like a parental child relationship, if it's a friendship, or if it's a marriage, or whatever it is. Whenever you are talking about interacting with other people, you are going to have challenges and differences with that relationship. Okay. Women that want partners understand that. They know that their man is not going to be perfect. Sometimes they will look at his faults and say, I can deal with it. Sometimes they will look at it and say they can't. But a realistic lady already knows what's coming up. Okay. Same for the fellas. They know if they want a woman, they're going to have to put up with her mood swings sometimes. They're going to have to put up with, her spending money and time on her hair and nails and, maybe attitude, maybe whatever. It's a part of it. Okay. That's how you know who's about this life and who's not. It's called S&P. It's understanding, okay, this is the associated cost of life. Freedom, especially your journey here on the continent, it comes with the cost. But if you really, really, really want freedom, then you don't really care what the cost is. You're willing to pay it. But shout out to the family. Reels is with us. Nikki says, no one is perfect. That's it. So you will see a lot of unrealistic people out here, and they're not serious. They're not about that life because they want some kind of fantasy world and reality that just doesn't exist. You have any example like single independent women. You want them, they want a man who's an alpha, but also a beta, has no baggage, is going to pamper them and praise them and, be faithful. They have this like conglomerate of a person that doesn't even exist. It's a safe assumption that they're not going to have relationships, because I don't care what man you're dealing with, you're going to put up with something with that man. It could even be that he's a workaholic. I seem to attract a lot of entrepreneurial men. And that's something you deal with entrepreneurial men. Their lack of time. They are focused on what they're focused on. They may not be able to balance well, so on and so forth. Listen, it's a part of it. It's a part of it. Do you want a man who doesn't work, who doesn't have any money, who has no ambition? Well, you don't want him either. So that means, it's a balancing thing. When we're talking about the continent, Africa comes with its challenges, but we still got more freedom than y'all in the West. Hello. Yeah, we still got more freedom. See, and people complain, for instance, about like corruption. That's something people complain about all over the country. I actually like corruption. I'm going to state it for the record. I like corruption because it means for the right price, I can get what I want done. Period. I can't do it in the West. Okay. If they want to blockade me on certain terms, they want to prevent me from moving up, then I can't get around certain things in the West. Period. Here on the continent, yeah, you can make things happen. And I like that. That's a part of freedom. The lack of infrastructure is also freedom. I came before I moved here. Big shout out to Tino. We also have T3 and me. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a content, quite a large channel coming from Tanzania. So big shout out, show some love to T3 and me. Go over there, subscribe, watch the brother and his family, his beautiful 2 children and wife, navigate life on the continent. Big shout outs. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? The lack of infrastructure, in as much it's inconvenience, it's still freedom. I came from the UK. Okay, big shout outs to my UK viewers. I know we have quite a few here. They know about CCTV. CCTV is surveillance, basically. Okay. In the UK, they have cameras everywhere. Okay. The trains, neighborhoods, all that. Okay. They say that it's for protection, which they do use it a lot for crime and, trying to figure it out. But you better believe they're also surveilling you. They can surveil you at any time. They can type in your details and say, okay, what did Gina do today? From 8 o'clock in the morning, she walked down this street. She went to work. She spent 8 hours at work. She went to Subway on the way before she got home. She stopped at the corner store, bought a pack of licorice, and a fruit juice. And then she went in the house, stayed there till the next day. And listen, I don't really like that. I don't really like when I put in, I search something on Google and all of a sudden now I'm getting advertisements about that thing. I don't like that. So what that means is here in Ghana, for instance, currently, I have more freedom. The lack of infrastructure, not CCTV everywhere watching me. What's up, Lawmaker Blue? I see you there. Nikki says, if you want love, you are open to know it may not come the way you expected. They may be on another continent, another religion, and are surprised because it works. Big shout outs to Nikki. That's maturity. Okay, this ties into the conversation of tonight of if you really want freedom, you wouldn't let nothing block you. Okay, that means the potential challenges that you see, for those of you that have yet to move to the continent, when you see those challenges, it doesn't mean nothing to you. You're still going to go. You're still going to go. There's people, a lot of people I've interacted with here on the continent, big shout outs to my homegirl, Monica, by way of New Jersey here in Ghana. The other day we were talking about power outages. Her neighborhood was having quite a frequent power outage. And she was talking about how it was inconvenient and got on her nerves. And at the end of the statement, I was thinking the same thing she said. She was like, but still, I love Ghana. And that's it. We've taken our freedom a la carte. We don't care. We enjoying our freedom a la carte. And when things confront us having freedom, we're willing to find ways around whatever obstacles it is. You see, because there's been people that have been seeking freedom for centuries, guys. This is nothing new. Some of you guys get so unnerved, like, oh my gosh, it changed the laws. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? The travel restrictions. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Listen, freedom fighters. I think here nowadays, 2021, too, these potential blockades to freedom, they kind of pale in comparison to some of the circumstances that, our ancestors have endured. Seriously. Think about those in the Holocaust. Think about those runaway slaves hitting the Underground Railroad. You know what I'm saying? Think about all these like really serious situations. And you have the advantage of like the internet and technology and, you can get around a lot of stuff. So that's what tonight's topic is about. If freedom is the goal, nothing is going to block you. So those of you that are still out there trying to evangelize, I don't know. Okay, some of y'all are still trying to save the masses. I advise against it. But this is how you can know if those people are serious or not. Okay, some of those people are the people that took one trip to the continent and said, oh yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out. I'm going to figure out a way. People said, where are you going to live? I'm going. What are you going to do for money? I'll work it out. Do you know anybody over there? Still rolling with it. What about the power outages? What about them? What about the rough roads? Are you worried about the mosquitoes? Bye. The freedom fighters are going for the gold. You know, we're in the terms of the periodic table, they're going for the AU. Okay? That's it. That is all. Big shout outs to Prince Ayoko and King Kenyatta. I see you guys. Happy New Year, family. Yeah, we kicking it off. Um, I'm just talking about this topic because I think a lot of us expend too much energy on people that are just not serious. Okay? And those people become a drain on you. Big shout outs to Lewis. I see the family. Listen, hit the likes. The call lines are now open. I'm going to go ahead and open up the call lines. If you guys have any remarks on this topic, feel free to call in and share your ideas. This is the first call-in show of the new year. I'm already in the new year, okay? The other platforms, they haven't caught up to me. I'm getting a head start because 2022, I'm really going to focus on my personal goals, and I'm going to achieve them because very seldom do I set goals that I don't achieve, okay? Because of this topic here. This topic is the realest thing ever. Freedom is the goal. Nothing's going to block you. Even if you got to go back to the call, what's it called? The drawing board. You got to start over again. You experience setbacks. You get disappointed. Stuff doesn't work out. You experience failure. Whatever. You still go back. Listen, entrepreneurs know what I'm talking about. Some people strike it rich with their first idea. It just blows up. Other people, you talk to some of these other entrepreneurs, and I mean, they have a long laundry list of different, avenues that they've taken, different projects that they have tried to explore, different, businesses or whatever that they have tried before they got on their feet, before they got it rolling. Or some people are operating multiple businesses, multiple streams of income, which is the best way, really. Because nothing is promised. And if you have multiple streams of income, if something happens to one or two or three, you still have something backed up. We live in a very volatile world. So that is a really good way to go. That's why in the West, where our primary source of income is a job, okay, and then we may lose the job or the company downsizes, then it's calamity. Now you can't afford the mortgage. Now you can't afford your car note. You're looking scruff. You can't go to the barber. You can't get your hair done. You ain't traveling. Okay, can't pay your cell phone bill. All these things. So I just want those of us that are here or coming, those of us that are serious about the continent, not to waste our energy on things that are not beneficial. Okay. A lot of people say they want freedom. A lot of people say they want freedom. A lot of people say they want to come to the continent. Some people actually come to the continent. But those that are going to be left standing are the ones that are willing to make it happen. Okay. They have made the decision, like, in my case, living on a continent is just the only option. Every which way I evaluate it, whenever I look at residing back in the West or being in the West, it just never fits. I mean, if I'm honest, it never fit. I just didn't even know about this option. But as soon as I found out about this option, I started making strategic steps to position myself there. You see, because people that want freedom, they don't make excuses, okay? I wasn't like, oh my gosh, Trump got in the White House, I can't go to Africa. Not even COVID stopped me. People were, I'll probably say like non-travelers were worried about COVID, during 2020. Okay. And which is natural. I mean, if you've been ingesting a lot of the mainstream media, you will be concerned because the media makes you feel like things are just so imperative and scary and fear factor and all that stuff. But when I was getting ready to travel, people were like, oh my gosh, Gina, what are you going to do? Are you going to? I was like, I'm out. You know, borders was shut. Soon as borders opened, I was gone. I was in Ghana before people could say what. And it wasn't a lot of talking and deliberation. It was like, I'm out. Because for people that freedom is truly the goal, nothing will set them back. Big shout outs to Nikki. She said, I said I was going to make my visit vacation in 2022 and I'm going in 3 months. Big shout outs to Nikki. Andrew says, I definitely want freedom. Well, we talking to you tonight. Are you going to make it happen? Are you going to persist past your obstacles? You know, are you just here typing in my chat room? What's up, Andrew? Big shout outs. Isaac Rand says, okay, listen, 2022 is here. Some of y'all talking. The family has seen you. Okay, they seen you in the chat room. Andrew and Isaac Rand talking about they're going to be here. Nikki said 3 months. Listen, y'all, it's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. Nobody is going to facilitate your freedom. I can't facilitate your freedom. The best that I can do is motivate you to go, you know, and provide that necessary emotional support and stuff like that. That's it. You know, you're going to have to take the actual actions to make it happen and implement that. Okay, so big shout out to the family. We have a good amount of you here today, almost 30 of you currently. Please make sure you like the video, guys. You can also support. I gave an announcement earlier to let you know that the videographer for my second music video has been booked. I will be shooting it the second week of January, so I'm very excited to bring a new music video. A lot of you guys like my first single, and this one, I know a lot more people love this one. It's actually available for downloads and streaming. The title track is Ghana is Good for Me. So you can, you know, find that on all the primary streaming services. It's on Shazam. Big shout out to Andrew. Thank you so much. Isaac Wren, do better. Do better. Okay. You do have the ability to try to prepare yourself and set yourself up before you get here. Don't land at the airport and then just be stranded. Okay. What I would advise is, you know, I don't know exactly where you're traveling to, but you have a lot of resources here in various African countries. So you can reach out to us and we can try to point you in the right direction if you need to sort out your housing and stuff like that. I know lots of people here in Ghana. We have people that are in Tanzania. We have people that are in Nigeria. We have Matrell on a mission in Egypt. We have lots of people in Gambia, Senegal, you know, so I wouldn't advise you come and do struggle life trying to find a place to stay. Please don't do that. Please try to organize yourself ahead of time. Please utilize the resources that you guys have here. Okay? We're not just talking for, you know, our health. Okay, I know that you guys might think that I just come here and be like, Gina just wants to talk, you know, it's good for her health. And no, I'm trying to provide you guys resources so that you don't have to go through the pitfalls that some other people have experienced. People see me here on the continent and it's not a fairy tale. Okay, I did not do what Isaac Wren is talking about. Okay, he said, I got the money to leave. I need to find a place to live when I get there. African Superstar did not do that. You got to do some planning. Planning will help you with longevity. Okay, so I do really want to encourage you to do a little better. Okay, Isaac Wren. Okay, I didn't mean to blow up your spot in front of the family, but I just want to say, for the record, that do some planning. So that you don't have a sob story. Okay? So big shout outs to the family. Big shout outs to Andrew on that super chat. You guys, thanks for them super chat dollars. I'm still got the music project ongoing. So after we shoot this music video, I have 4 other tracks to record. Each track is about $80 to record in the studio. And the videos are ranging between 400 and 500 pounds. So that could be probably about $600 or something like that currently. So, it's ongoing. We independent because I can't be taken advantage of by no record company. But I am trying to bring new music and a positivity to the continent in a creative way. Okay? So big shout outs to you. Big shout outs to the family. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up tonight. I hope all of you are doing well. Like I said, Happy New Year. The African Superstar platform, we already barreling into the new year. A lot of you guys are making statements and affirmations about visiting the continent this year. So, we in the year now. So you need to get the plans popping. Yeah. Tino did just learn. I did post on our community tab that Kim the Comic of the Kinganda channel, he passed away. Yes, he did pass away the day before Christmas. He was involved in a car accident. Unfortunately, we sent our condolences out to the Kinganda platform and obviously my dear friend and brother, O'Shea Duke Jackson. You gotta love it, Tino. You come in at the end when I'm about to wrap up and ask to call in. I'll let you. The link is there. Go ahead and voice your thoughts about this topic. Okay? The link is there. You guys are just doing whatever you want to do. As usual. So big shout out to Tino. We're waiting on him to call in briefly. And then we will conclude this video. But shout outs to the family. Don't forget, guys, like the video. You can support the stream like Andrew did. You can share this video, you know what I'm saying? But most importantly, this is just to remind you guys, be very strategic with how you're expending your energy, okay? If you can tell that people are really genuine about, for instance, Africa, this, various things, getting resources, getting information, by all means, pour into that person. I'm definitely a testament that a lot of the people that have poured into via social media and stuff like that, they have been a tremendous blessing to me. I run into people, quite frankly, quite often here in Ghana, and they're like, wow, African Superstar, you really motivated me. You're so positive. You gave me a lot of information. Thank you for the resources, and a lot of them have blessed me. Big shout outs to Something for the Holidays, shared some financial support towards the new video. A lot of things. I went to an event in Pram a couple weeks ago with Bibina Tours, which is Ayana and Kofi. And they sponsor my ride to go out there. I had a lovely time. These are the kind of things you pour into the right individuals and it becomes a blessing and also an asset and dividend to you. But you've got to identify who is genuine and who is not. If someone's not genuine, you're wasting your time and resources. Okay? Because you're going to talk to them till they're blue in the face and nothing's going to come from it. Prince Ayoko, basically, Tino is not serious. He asked for the link. Y'all saw him. See, this is the kind of stuff I deal with the African superstar family, man. Big shout out to y'all. Well, anyway, I'm gonna wrap up. Tino's not serious. We all seen it. Okay, all 30 of us watching seen him be funny. No, no, no. No shade. Big shout out to Tino. That's one of my homeboys. That's one of my good friends out there in Columbus, Ohio. A Ghanaian out there in Ohio. I've actually met up with him. So big shout out to Tino. Big shout out to the African superstar family. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.